Hi everyone, I'm Melissa with Midnight Hour Oil. So I want to come out and share a few things with you that I believe are pretty urgent and just ask you to pray about these things. I don't know what may transpire here in the next days, weeks, months, but there's some very concerning things that I have been hearing, and that along with some of the dreams that I've been being given lately, I just want to bring this to you and ask you to make it a matter of prayer. But the first thing is I am going to leave a link in the description box to two different videos. The first one is by God's Roadmap to the End. And he has a video that he just uploaded, I think yesterday. It's called Purim and the Super Bowl Prophecy Unfolding. And I just listened to that this morning, and when I did, I was blown away. And I encourage you to please take time to go watch that right now and just listen to what he is saying. The symbology that he is sharing is off the charts. The things that he is discerning that I believe only the Holy Spirit could give him understanding of. It's showing that the enemy is getting close to making a move. The enemy wants to make a major move. Now, only God can determine time. So if it's not God's time, then the enemy can't do anything. But if it is, then the enemy is going to be able to do some things here. And so I want you to take time to watch that video. And there's another video I'm going to leave a link to. It's called We Are the Saints, and it's entitled Last Days Order of Events. Now, this man, I believe he's the real deal. I've watched maybe two of his videos. I don't know that much about him, but when I've listened to him, I get that sense that he is the real deal. And this video, in the video, he shares what the Lord showed him concerning the Temple Mount. All right, and I'll just tell you real quick what he said, that the Lord told him, when you hear that the Temple Mount has been destroyed, stop what you're doing and pray. He said, because I'm coming back for my bride within 7 days from that. And the man said, do you mean 7 literal days? And he said, the Lord told him yes. And so I feel like we are close to these things happening. And if you take time to listen to those two videos, I think you'll understand why. And there are specific reasons why I believe some major things may unfold against this nation very soon. So the thing is, we have a president who is working with the leader of Israel. I don't want to say names so this video doesn't get censored, but and they are planning out this purchase of the Gaza Strip. And for whatever reason, this does not seem obvious to people that we're doing the same thing that we did back when Bush and Sharon gave the West Bank up, that was dividing the land. And do you remember what happened within 10 to 12 days after we did that? Hurricane Katrina hit Louisiana, and we had almost probably the same, as many refugees in America as they had over in Israel. And so now it doesn't seem as obvious that because the U.S. is wanting to purchase the Gaza Strip, that this is also dividing the land, but it is. They are dividing the land. And again, when you're dealing with Israel, you're dealing with law, so judgment is swift. And that's why I believe that we may be seeing some kind of judgment hitting very quickly. And if you watch the video, I recommended that you watch the one entitled God's Roadmap to the End, Purim and the Super Bowl Prophecy Unfolding. At the very end, he has a short clip of a man who was given a vision, and I think he said it was 4 to 5 years ago, and he literally saw a vision of Louisiana, and it exploded. Please take time to watch the last 2 minutes of that video, because it's sobering. And he sees the whole U.S. splitting in two. And others have been warned, other prophetic voices, that when America divides Israel, God will divide America. So please, church, please take these things to the Lord in prayer. Ask him if these things can be averted, if America, our leaders, will wake up and stop doing something that's going to bring a serious judgment on this nation. But if not, we need to be prepared. We need to get ourselves prepared for the inevitable judgment that is going to follow. if this nation is a part of dividing the land of Israel. But the dream I was given, it's just, I believe, a warning dream of chaos that's about to unfold. So in this dream I had like 2 days ago, I was standing on Haven Street, which is the street that I grew up on, and my father's home is on that street, and my sister Michelle, who symbolizes the church, was there. And I looked up in the sky and I saw what looked like hundreds of vortexes just spinning up in the sky everywhere. I mean, the whole sky was covered with them. And they weren't like coming down the way a tornado begins to descend. They were staying up there, but they were swirling. And I had this sense of urgency to get to a safe place. I yelled to my sister. I said, "Look up." And when she did, she was terrified and she began to run, but she like tripped and fell. And then she became like small, like she shrunk into like something that was, I don't know, 3 or 4 inches. And I picked her up, all right, and she was just laying there unconscious. I picked her up, I took her in to my father's house, and then my mom was there and I was showing her to my mom. Now in that dream, I believe it's symbolic, okay, the chaos, those swirling vortexes that were everywhere. I think this speaks to the whole world, not just because they were all over the sky. And the chaos that's coming is going to come from God. He's sending this. And when it comes, now my sister is symbolic of the overall church, I believe. And so I believe that what is going to happen as a result of this chaos that is poured out, the church is going to be humbled. There's going to be a remnant that is going to be completely humbled. I believe that's why she shrunk to very small. And because of that, they will be rescued. That time when the Lord comes for his bride, they will be counted worthy. Now I say that because I believe there's a lot of people going through religious motions in the overall church, the structured church, that have never really been born again, don't know the Lord yet. And if you think you might be that person, now is the time to make sure that you have a relationship with Jesus, that you know him personally. Take time to read the information I provided in the description box about how to come into a born-again walk with the Lord where you are in a relationship with Jesus, okay? You don't want to be the person standing at the door, the foolish virgin, that Jesus says, "I never knew you," okay? So there's a lot of people that I do believe have prayed prayers that they didn't really understand. They didn't really know to make a genuine commitment to the Lord. They didn't know about following Jesus, and that is actually a requirement. You know, Jesus said, if anyone would come after me, he must deny himself, take up his cross daily, and follow me. Okay, that's a part of the salvation message. That's a part of walking out your salvation. You follow Jesus to the very end. And so this is something that a lot of people are hearing wrong messages on, so I just want to share that. Take time to read in the description box. I laid out the biblical plan of salvation for you. Okay, so again, I believe these dreams are just pointing to that something is coming. Again, the dream I had, plus I've had other dreams that when I'm waking up, I'm just feeling unsettled. There's people running, there's chaos. It's just exactly what I was seeing in that one dream, just chaos everywhere. And so I encourage you, church, take time, get yourself ready, get into that quiet place with the Lord and settle your spirit, get grounded in the truth, and just hold on, because things may get bumpy here in the days and in the weeks to come. All right. I pray this message has encouraged you, and as always, it is my prayer that we will all continue to keep our lamps burning bright while we wait for Jesus. I love you all. God bless you.